What's up, everyone? How are we doing? Welcome again to another edition, episode 10. I think it's 10. I think I was wrong last time. Maybe it was 10. Who knows? 10 of our breakfast training talk. I got my coffee here with us today in my little cup because I like a little cup so I can drink lots of cups. I'd rather drink lots of little cups than one big cup of coffee. Got my oatmeal right here cooling down. If you guys are new to this page, what we do here is I sit down and wait for my breakfast to cool and talk a little bit about training. If you guys like this page, feel free to hit a thumbs up, comment what you want to hear about next, share your thoughts, whatever it might be, and hit that notification bell and subscribe so you can stay up to date when I release these. I'm trying to do a bunch in a row, 10 in a row. We'd be at 10. 100 in a row, I'm thinking. These 100 days straight. I have some bonus episodes every now and then, but you get the idea. We're trying to keep this thing rolling and making it fun. And so today I want to talk about, we'll just jump right in, by the way. This is how we roll. We just go straight head first into the stuff. A little bit about rest. And for those of you that follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you saw I tweeted about rest and how rest is so important because unlike other variables in training, rest is one of those things that if you misjudge it, you can ruin your whole workout really early. All right, you can have a workout. Let's just kind of walk through a thought experiment here. You have a workout, and let's say this workout is a workout you normally do every day. And we take that workout and we break it up into, I don't know, 3 different chunks. And in between those chunks, you take a 20-minute break or an hour-long break. What do you think is going to happen? Is your workout going to be more better? That's not a word. Is it going to be better, more effective? Are you going to have higher outputs per rep if we have those 20-minute breaks in between where you get to recover? Or is it going to be the same? Then let's inverse that experiment. Let's say we have our one workout and now we're going to condense it and get it done as fast as we can. A bug flies around my head. If we did it as fast as we can, are we going to then be more effective or less effective? I'd argue that I think we can all agree that condensing the workout really fast will make it less effective. Bug is going to get in my coffee. But if we make it longer breaks, it becomes more effective. So that brings up the idea of what rest does for us and how important rest is and how rest can then be divided into kind of different groups. You have in between your sets rest, you have in between your workouts rest, you actually have in between your reps rest for certain kind of exercises, and in between your exercises rest. So that wasn't stratified properly at all. So in between reps, sets, exercises, workouts, even training days. And I'm talking more about today that in between your training sets, one exercise to the next, and as well as the training workouts, because you can have more than one workout in a day. And something anecdotally that I've found is when you think about training, we think about training typically in like a 90-minute window. Why? Because we're typically constrained to that in the collegiate and high school setting. And those settings, we typically have an allotted amount of time we go train and we work out for. Now, I don't follow those rules because I'm not in a college or high school setting. I'm not constrained by time. So with the athletes I work out with, we do like 4 workouts, 3 workouts in a day. We take breaks in between our workouts. We rest, we recover, we eat food. We're never going to be exhausted from a single workout. We're never going to be fatigued and sore. At least the goal is not to be fatigued and sore from a single workout. You might get tired from the accumulation of workouts over a given period of time, say like a week. Oh, on that Friday, yeah, I'm kind of tired, It's been a long week. That's okay. But if we have lots of workouts and it's accumulated fatigue, I know it's not from a single session. I'm not a big fan of single session exhausting fatigue, and we found this to be really effective here. And this training method for myself, as well as my athletes I've been using, has been very beneficial. Now, not everyone can scale that and take that to the level of, hey, we're going to go and do, 3 workouts in a day. But what you can think about it is how you can maybe optimize rest within your workout and how you can optimizing rest actually might make a workout more effective because you're spending more time on the high quality, high output movements than you are on the other movements that maybe don't yield as much that we're doing if you saw my previous video, just because heck, we're doing it. So something to think about again is how we can manipulate rest. Rest is that one thing that if we screw it up, we can basically ruin the whole workout right away. Now, again, I'm not discussing in this case rest like, oh, go to bed early, because we can talk about that another day. I'm talking about more about the organization or the strategic and utilization of rest itself. Using rest as a tool in the same way that you would use an exercise as a tool, or a sets and rep scheme as a tool, or a loading percentage as a tool. Rest is a means to actually help make a workout more effective. No longer is it the gap in between the exercises, but it is an intervention of rest. It's an intervention of cessation of activity. Rest itself is a tool. Rest itself is an implement. It's not what we do when we're not doing, but sometimes we try to not do things strategically. We try to stop and give ourselves a break. We could argue about this and talk about this, how there are some theoretical neuroendocrine aspects as to why this might be beneficial. But at the end of the day, anecdotally, you can probably feel it right off the bat. And based on a little thought experiment, we have some sort of justification, at least, that if we do too little rest, we can burn a workout really quick. And having more rest, I don't think it's ever hurt a workout. So, I would argue rest is a very important tool and one of the most overlooked tools in all of training, especially rest that we talk about in between sets, in between exercises, and in between workouts. Yeah, you could argue rest between reps is very important as well. And I do agree, but I think rest between I cannot speak. My gosh, that's a tongue twister. Rest between reps, my goodness, is almost more of an exercise method. It's not an implementation, because you're going to be using that based on the type of training you're doing. Like you might be doing cluster training, and the rest at the end of the workout, we all get that, we understand it. But the rest as an interventional tool between workouts of like small chunks, or even in between sets and exercises, is really beneficial to look at as a strategic implement to optimize your training. Because more rest can allow for higher outputs when used appropriately, and higher outputs can potentially lead to more adaptation. More adaptation means more gains, and doing this with a lower cost of like being sore, fatigued, tired, and burnt out. Because we like to do other things than just lift weights. So I appreciate you guys. My coffee's cooling down. I hope you enjoyed this as always. If you guys like it, feel free to comment and share. Cheers. Good morning. Have a great day. And enjoy the day. Enjoy being outside if you can. Listen to this outside. I got the birds chirping. I got the cornfield view. I try and get outside every day for a little bit. At least I try to make a conscious effort. So I find it beneficial. So have a great day, everyone. I appreciate y'all. And as always, take care and stay safe and stay well.